What's going on, vibers? It's your boy J.S. Vaughn. And guess what, y'all? We back with another one, y'all. Today's track is coming from Fire in the Booth and it's featuring Akala again. You know what I mean? It's part number 4. Let's jump into it, yo.
Let's get ready to rumble! Yo, listen. 10-year anniversary. Akala.
Ooh, we already started, man. 10-year anniversary. Let's go. Let's go.
Turn up! Uncle Akala, the flow father.
Hold up, man. And he doing it on the pen, the beat, yo. Let me find out. Let's go. We gotta rewind that a little bit.
Anniversary. Akala. Turn up! Uncle Akala, the flow father. You already know that I'm smarter than half of the darker the shit get harder. I spit yet fools when I act like they can't get a quick death. How many careers have been ended in the time that I've...
He said, how many careers have been ended?
Only ascended, just tell Akala, the flow father. You already know that I'm smarter than half of the darker the shit get harder. I spit yet fools when I act like they can't get a quick death. How many careers have been ended in the time that I've only ascended, just telling things.
Yo, man, how many careers have ended at the same time that I've ascended? You know what I mean? So he's just saying, like, while his career is going up and shit, his mad career is going down. That's ending, and he's still doing his thing and whatnot. That's definitely what's up, man. Let's go.
How they are now, why would the truth be offensive? I was independent when everybody signed, still independent, respect my grind, own my own masters, know what that mean? Understand back.
He said, yo, hold up, I gotta rewind that, because he compacted a lot of things just now.
In the time that I've only ascended, just telling things how they are now, why would the truth be offensive? I was independent when
he said, yo, man, we about to get it. He's about to say, like, he's about to get into it. He's just like, yo, just stating the truth as they are. There's no reason to get offended and whatnot. You know what I mean? I like that energy, yo. I like that energy. Because the truth should never be offensive.
Still independent, respect my grind, own my own masters, know what that mean? Understand back catalog, are you green?
Hold up, one more time.
Ascended, just telling things how they are now, why would the truth be offensive? I was independent when everybody signed, still independent, respect my grind, own my own masters, know what that mean? Understand back catalog, are you green? See,
dude already said it, man. He started off independent, he's still independent, and on top of that, he owns all his masters and whatnot. So he basically saying, like, his money is his money, he ain't got shit to say to nobody. You know what I mean? So he's earning everything that he's putting out and shit, and that's dope right there. You know what I mean? That means you're business minded and whatnot, and you got control of your freaking destiny. That's definitely what's up, man. Not a lot of artists could say that shit. You know what I mean? Just many. I think there's like a handful of artists that own their own masters and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Ascended, just telling things how they are now, why would the truth be offensive? I was independent when everybody signed, still independent, respect my grind.
And he said that shit, yo. I was independent when everybody was signing. Now I'm still independent. You know what I mean?
Own my own masters, know what that mean? Understand back catalog, are you green? Seen means that my kids have a pension. I ain't got kids, just thought I would make.
Said, man, that means that my kids got a pension, my G, yo. That means that after he dead and gone and whatnot, his kids gonna still be able to eat off of the work that he put on during the time that he was living. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I kind of like that concept and whatnot. You know what I mean?
See my intention, mangle a mention, murder a syllable and strangle a sentence, stand to attention.
He said murder a syllable and strangle a sentence, B. That's my intentions, yo. Come on, son. He's just basically saying, yo, I already know how to finesse the freaking rhyme scheme and whatnot, and finesse the rhyme and whatnot. That's my intention, man. I'm supposed to freaking murder the freaking beat to the point where I fuck up your head when I fuck up the sentence structure and whatnot. You like, wow, did he just say that? You know what I mean?
Know what that mean? Understand back catalogue or are you green? Seen means that my kids have a pension. I ain't got kids, just thought I would mention. See my intention, mangle a mention. Murder a syllable and strangle a sentence. Stand to attention. All of your henchmen still couldn't bench him cause he's too heavyweight wrenching. Like old school jungle.
All your henchmen couldn't bench him. He's too heavyweight. Meaning I think he's talking about himself and shit. That's definitely what's up, man.
Selection come through, humble a veteran. 10 years since the first album. 10 years no daytime radio. 10 years still touring, that's real.
He said, yo, hold up, I gotta rewind that a little.
When still couldn't bench him cause he's too heavyweight wrenching. Like old school jungle selection come through, humble a veteran. 10 years since the first album. 10 years no daytime radio.
He said 10 years, man, no he say 10 years no radio play?
All of your henchmen still couldn't bench him cause he's too heavyweight wrenching. Like old school jungle selection come through, humble a veteran. 10 years since the first album.
He said 10 years since the first album.
10 years no daytime radio.
10 years no daytime radio.
10 years still touring, that's real supporters. We all know why they don't play me though. I'm not real.
Yo, man, and he said, yo, 10 years, man. He's still touring. He's still doing his shit. But I mean, like, he's saying, like, man, I know why they're not supporting it, man, because I'm too fucking real and shit, yo. Like, oh, and I tell you that shit all the time, man. Like, any society society don't like free thinkers and whatnot, you know what I mean? So if you're a free thinker and shit and you thinking on your own wave pattern and whatnot, society don't like that shit, you know what I mean? That means like you're a threat to what they're building and whatnot, and they're not gonna support it. It's like a business, man. I mean, if you don't listen to your boss, you're gonna get fired.
Like old school jungle selection come through, humble a veteran. 10 years since the first album. 10 years no daytime radio. 10 years still touring, that's real supporters. We all know why they don't play me though. I'm not rapper. Rap about matters that actually matter. Challenging power.
See, yo, man, I rap about matters that actually matter. You know what I mean? He's just basically saying, yo, on some real shit, I'm legit with my shit. You know what I mean? I'm 100%. The only shit that I rap about is shit that affects me and other people at the same token and whatnot. I'm not gonna freaking talk about anything that's not gonna make movements and shit. You know what I mean? And anything just for the heck of it. You know what I mean? If I spit my if I spit my bars on freaking wax or on this and whatnot, it's gonna be about something that's important to me or the people that I hold dear to me. You know what I mean? I like that. I like that sentiment a lot. You know what I mean? That's cool.
10 years since the first album. 10 years no daytime radio. 10 years still touring, that's real supporters. We all know why they don't play me though. I'm not rapper. Rap about matters that actually matter. Challenging power. What? Every single tour is 10% more now. What?
Yo, man. Every tour is 10% more. Hold on, man.
10 years no daytime radio. 10 years still touring, that's real supporters. We all know why they don't play me though. I'm not rapper. Rap about matters that actually matter. Challenging power. What? Every single tour is
challenge and power. War.
10% more now. Why do you think that happens? Content matters. Albums matter. Songs they matter. Lyrics.
You see, he's just basically saying content matter. Content.
There's no daytime radio. 10 years still touring, that's real supporters. We all know.
I keep on going back to the same freaking spot, yo.
They don't play me though. I'm not rapper. Rap about matters that actually matter. Challenging power. What? Every single tour is 10% more now. Why do you think that happens? Content matters. Albums matter. Songs they matter.
You see, content matter. Songs they matter. You know what I mean? Albums matter, you know what I mean?
Lyrics they matter, integrity.
Lyrics matter, integrity matters. So that's what he's just saying. Like every time I have a tour and shit, more people want to freaking come out and shit because the shit that I'm saying, it rings bells to all audiences and whatnot. So therefore, every time I talk and whatnot, more people want to hear it. You know what I mean? Instead of like people saying like you catering to this and you catering to that, or you're fake, or you putting a freaking show on and whatnot. Motherfuckers like to hear what he's saying because it's he's speaking the truth and whatnot. That's why motherfuckers gravitate towards him. You know, that's what he's basically saying.
Rap about matters that actually matter. Challenging power, what? Every single tour is 10% more now. Why do you think that happens? Content matters, albums matter, songs they matter, lyrics they matter, integrity matters, flows it matter. It's worth the skibble, we deal with the matter, no industry hype. Just write what I like, it's a DB.
And he said, yo, no industry hype. Because you know, like because he says he's independent. You know how when you in the freaking beast and whatnot, they're going to tell you what to rap about. They're going to tell you what to say. They're going to freaking basically coach your career and whatnot. So you're always going to get the radio plays because they got possession of the radio. You're always going to be bubbling and whatnot. So you ain't got a problem until they got somebody else to fit your position, and then they shelf you. And they start working on the next person, you know what I mean? And if you don't start freaking working for yourself at that point, then you're fucking totally lost because you're part of the machine. He's basically said, I've never been part of the machine, man. I've been doing my whole fucking thing and whatnot. That's why my shit is resolute. I actually know who my audience is. I communicate with them. We vibe together and shit. That's why we steady growing, you know what I mean? And I like that, you know what I mean? That's definitely definitely your point.
You think that happens? Content matters, albums matter, songs they matter, lyrics they matter, integrity matters, flows it matter. It's worth the skibble, we deal with the matter, no industry hype. Just write what I like, it's this DB code with a mic. This I am Mike, what and like, cause a fight is a roll of the dice like rolling on ice. Organs openly sliced, cold, I told you the price, colder than ice. Just write what I like, it's this DB code with a mic. This I am Mike, what and like, cause a fight is a roll of the dice like rolling on ice. Organs openly sliced, cold, I told.
Hold up, man. He said something ill. That line is mad ill, son. Hold up.
Deal with the matter, no industry hype. Just write what I like, it's this DB code with a mic. This I am Mike, what and like, cause a fight is a roll of the dice like rolling on.
The fight is a roll of the dice like rolling a knife.
Organs openly sliced.
Oh, organs openly sliced. I don't know. I'm visual. Whenever I hear something freaking about freaking something that sounds painful and shit, my alerts go freaking high up and shit because I would never want shit like that to happen to me. You know what I mean? So I kind of listen. I kind of hear every shit vivid and I see it visually and whatnot because that's one of my biggest fears, to be sliced open with a fucking knife and shit. You know what I mean?
But we deal with the matter, no industry hype. Just write what I like, it's this DB code with a mic. This I am Mike, what and like, cause a fight is a roll of the dice like rolling on ice. Organs openly sliced.
Damn, man, organs openly sliced. Damn. Sound painful.
It matters, flows it matter. It's worth the skibble, we deal with the matter, no industry hype. Just write what I like, it's this DB code with a mic. This I am Mike, what and like, cause a fight is a roll of the dice like rolling on ice. Organs openly sliced, cold, I told you the price. Cold in the ice, nah, cold in the life.
Cold in the ice, cold in the life.
Like it's this DB code with a mic. This I am Mike, what and like, cause a fight is a roll of the dice like rolling on ice. Organs openly sliced, cold, I told you the price. Cold in the ice, nah, cold in the life. Living in a war zone, hold my advice.
Living in a war zone, hold my advice.
Take shortcuts, get cut short. Long road.
Take shortcuts, get shut. Yo, hold up, man. Yo, that was nice. Yo, take shortcuts, get cut cold. Right? I think, right?
All of the dice like rolling on ice. Organs openly sliced, cold, I told you the price. Cold in the ice, nah, cold in the life. Living in a war zone, hold my advice. Take shortcuts, get cut short. Long road, hard road, but more short.
Yeah, you see, basically what he's saying, man. You take shortcuts and whatnot, you get cut cold. You know what I mean? Meaning like, yo, when you take shortcuts, you don't know the path, man. You don't know the path because you skip steps and shit. And when you skip steps and shit, you don't know how to freaking rebound. You know what I mean? Because like when you take the long road, you like, oh shit, this is what I did wrong. But you keep on going, you keep on going, you keep on going. You fucking skip steps and shit. You right here. You don't know if you fuck up and shit. You don't know how to get back to point A. You know what I mean? Because you skipped a whole bunch of fucking steps. You just jump from this side of the room to this side of the room. So like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You don't know what the fuck happened over here if you fuck up. You know what I mean? So but if you fuck up while you're taking a long road and whatnot, you're right here and you make a mistake. You know, you just got pushed back a little bit. So you could just go back once, fix a mistake and keep it moving. You know what I mean? It makes sense. It makes sense? I think it makes sense, you know what I mean? So that's what happens when you take shortcuts and whatnot, man. You get fucking lost in the juice if you fuck up, you know?
World tour that I'm doing at the end of the year should make all this clear. Some only get visibility. Some silly fool called me a failure. I smiled to myself. These times I was on the plane to Australia. Sold out shows on the other side of the globe, but fools only know what's in front of their nose. Said it's done. Pose, but they can't sell shows because their music is poo and they got no flow. I know.
He said, yo, they flow is poo and they got no flow. I know. You know what I mean? Damn, son.
To myself, these times I was on the plane to Australia. Sold out shows on the other side of the globe, but fools only know what's in front of their nose. Said it's done.
You see that on some real shit, yo. He's basically saying like, yo, man, I've had endless amount of success, man. I've been touring freaking worldwide now and shit. You know what I mean? And these fools and whatnot, man. The only shit they could see is right in front of their nose and shit. You know what I mean?
Pose, but they can't sell shows because their music is poo and they got no flow. I know. You might be astonished. Dog shit cannot be polished. No matter how.
He said, dog shit cannot be polished. Oh shit. He said, dog shit can't be polished. Bro, that's gangster, but so true. You know what I mean?
Other side of the globe, but fools only know what's in front of their nose. Said it's done. Pose, but they can't sell shows because their music is poo and they got no flow. I know. You might be astonished. Dog shit cannot be polished. No matter how you push it on the public, son, you cannot make them love it, son. You know how many rappers can pack out a venue in Addis Ababa. Guess what? It was the only one Bob Marley ever did play in Africa. You write raps.
Man, like I said, I like the fact that he said, you're only one Bob Marley packed out arenas in Africa.
On the public, son, you cannot make them love it, son. You know how many rappers can pack out a venue in Addis Ababa. Guess what? It was the only one Bob Marley ever did play in Africa. You write raps, I write history on the page. And
said, yo, man, you write raps, I write history on the page. You know what I mean? So he just basically saying on some real shit, yo. Don't fuck with me, bro. You know what I mean? I do this. You know what I mean? I'm very educated with my shit. I do my research. And when I'm doing my bars and whatnot, man, I'm talking facts and shit. While you write raps and you telling stories about shit that never happened to you. You know what I mean? Let's go, man.
Literally an elder statesman to my own generation, an inspiration, because the flows that I came with is a solo played by Miles Davis. Ooh, don't know he's the greatest. So if Charlie tells anybody else their fire in the roof is the best there's been.
Yo, man. Yo, let me go down a little bit.
The statesman to my own generation, an inspiration, because the flows that I came with is a solo played by Miles Davis. I'm inspiration to the whole youth, because of the flows that I just brought in. Yo, I don't know why I got so tongue tied just now, man. For the flows that I just got in and whatnot. He just basically saying, man, yo, the people see freaking my content and the shit that I be talking about. Pretty much that's why they're inspired and whatnot, and they want to take the freaking true path as well. You know what I mean? Ooh, don't know he's the greatest. So if Charlie tells anybody else their fire in the roof is the best there's been. Is he high? Does he lie? Nah, he knows that I'm in my own league.
You said, yo, Charlie even Charlie be giving me a shout out, man. Like, yo, man, I rock the fire in the booth and whatnot. Yo, does Charlie lie? Man? He be.
I'm just totally separate. If we're actually going on the evidence, you want to be a folder, you know what the level is. You want to be a pro, can you roll with the cleverest? Genius.
If you want to be a flow, could you roll with the cleverest? I like that.
Does he lie? Nah, he knows that I'm in my own league. I'm just totally separate. If we're actually going on the evidence, you want to be a folder, you know what the level is. You want to be a pro, can you roll with the cleverest?
And he just flipped his style, man. He started going on some crazy flow and shit, yo. Let me find out, son. Let's go, son.
Genius, I know it. Kind of like a roadside tug, get a in my own league. I'm just totally separate. If we're actually going on the evidence, you want to be a folder, you know what the level is. You want to be a pro, can you roll with the cleverest? Genius, I know it. Kind of like a roadside tug, get a poet. Kind of like a warrior.
You said, man, kind of like a warrior.
A scholar, but I could be an arse, so don't make me show it.
You said, man, kind of like a damn, man,
There's been. Is he high? Does he lie? Nah, he knows that I'm in my own league. I'm judged totally separate. If we are actually going on the evidence, you wanna be a fool, do you know what the level is? You wanna be a pro, can you roll with the cleverest? Genius, I know it. Kinda like a roadside tug, get a poet. Kinda like a warrior, kinda like a scholar.
Kind of like a warrior, kind of like a scholar. He's just basically pointing out all his accolades and whatnot, and what he brings to the table as a freaking artist and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's not just the fact that he raps and whatnot. He's accomplished a lot of freaking things within those 10 years that just passed as well. You know what I mean? So he's putting you on what type of individual is rapping on the mic and why his flow is ridiculous and why you can't compete with him. You know what I mean? I like that, yo.
I could be an ass, so don't make me show it.
And then he said, yo, I could be an ass, don't make me show it, man. I like that. I like people that understands that they have different facets of themselves and whatnot. And that's one of I appreciate that, yo.
Certain kind of supporters. If you wanna be a pro, can you roll with the cleverest? Genius, I know it. Kinda like a roadside tug, get a poet. Kinda like a warrior, kinda like a scholar. But I could be an arse, so don't make me show it. I know certain kind of supporters don't like when I get this moty. You think that?
You said, yo, I know some certain kind of supporters don't like when I get that bossy. Yo, man, but at the end of the day, man, yo, if you know who you are and whatnot, and you know the craft that you got and whatnot, you could gloat every now and then because you got skills and whatnot, and then show motherfuckers your skills. You know what I mean? So I don't mind that. You know what I mean? You just when you talk shit, you just gotta follow up. You gotta follow up the shit talking with action. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? If you can't do that, then you can't talk shit. But obviously, this guy could do it. You know what I mean? So I don't really mind it.
Genius, I know it. Kinda like a roadside tug, get a poet. Kinda like a warrior, kinda like a scholar. But I could be an arse, so don't make me show it. I know certain kind of supporters don't like when I get this moty. You think that I care? All that show, you don't really know me. See, I'm an arrogant.
See that shit, man? He's like on some real. And if you really think about it and shit, yo, if a motherfucker don't like the way that the way that you freaking put what everything that you're freaking putting out and whatnot, not because matter of fact, I said that wrong. If a supporter doesn't like the certain aspects of yourself, it's okay for them not to like that, but you don't really need to give two shits about it because that's your character. I feel like everybody is an individual. You know what I mean? You're not always gonna like every part of the person and whatnot. That's what makes us beautiful. You know what I mean? You could like the way I do reaction videos and whatnot, and you might not like my personality. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's all good. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. The fact that you like one aspect of me, that's good by me. You know what I mean? Everything else, hey, I don't give two shits about. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't really matter.
Fuck on the mic. I am not humble. I'm only nice in real life. Who wants an MC that?
I'm not humble. Oh, I'm not humble. I'm already nice. Hold on.
Supporters don't like when I get this moty. You think that I care? All that show, you don't really know me. See, I'm an arrogant fuck on the mic. I am not humble, I'm only.
He said, yo, I am an arrogant fuck on the mic. I'm not humble.
Nice in real life. Who wants an MC that? Supporters don't like when I get this moty. You think that I care? All that show, you don't really know me. See, I'm an arrogant fuck on the mic. I am not humble, I'm only nice in real life.
He said, yo, I'm an arrogant fuck on the mic. I'm not humble. I'm just nice on the. I'm just nice in real life. I like that bar, man. I like that bar. Hold on.
Certain kind of supporters don't like when I get this moty. You think that I care? All that show, you don't really know me. See, I'm an arrogant fuck on the mic. I am not humble. I'm only nice in real life.
I love that line, yo. I'm an arrogant fuck on the mic. I'm not humble. I'm only nice in real life. That's bars, yo. Cause he's telling you right there. When you see him spitting, that's one side of him. You know what I mean? When you see him in real life, he's a very humble person. He's a very nice guy. He's a very impressionable person. He's somebody totally different. But at the end of the day, when you hear him spitting and shit, he's an arrogant fuck. You know what I mean? and his pen leaks blood everywhere. You know what I mean? That's gangster. You know what I mean? When I say blood, I don't mean like yo stabbing motherfuckers with pen. I mean like his writing skills is incredible. You know what I mean? And I like that line, yo. That damn, there's just bars right there, yo.
Who wants an MC that does not think that a shit? That defeats the whole point. Combat sport, this rap stuff. That's why man gets slapped when they act up. They cannot catch us, they will get backed up. You can feel the energy coming through the chakras. No aggression, the hood's not listening. Cause aggression is what they're living in. So I keep spitting. Combat sport, this rap stuff. That's why man gets slapped when they act up. They cannot catch.
That's why man gets slapped when they act up.
Arrogant fuck on the mic. I am not humble, I'm only nice in real life. Who wants an MC that does not think that a shit? That defeats the whole point. Combat sport, this rap stuff. That's why man gets slapped when they act up. They cannot.
Yeah, he said combat sport in his rap stuff. That's why man gets smacked when they talk, when they act up.
Catch us, they will get backed up. You can feel the energy coming through the chakras. No aggression, the hood's not listening. Cause aggression is what they're living in. So I keep spitting it. Every day I'm spinning them. Call me Akala. There is no synonym. Nobody similar. Not the same. I rap about life. They rap about chains. Yeah, we all get dough.
You said, yo, I rap about life. They rap about chain. You know what I mean? Basically saying like they steady rapping about money and all this type of shit. But what he raps about is life. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, let's go. And he's saying like, yo, that's more relatable than freaking rapping about change. That's what I'm trying to. That's my opinion, and that's what I'm receiving from that bar. I don't know. Let's go.
It's not listening, cause aggression is what they're living in. So I keep spitting it. Every day I'm spinning them. Call me Akala. There is no synonym. Nobody similar. Not the same. I rap about life. They rap about chains. Yeah, we all get dough and we all drive mercs. All do festivals. All get work. We don't all lecture at Oxford with a hoodie on, cause I got no response.
Yo, hey shit, man. We don't all lecture in Hartford. I mean, with a hoodie on and whatnot. So he just basically that's like that he's like, yo, I do everything y'all motherfuckers do. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, ain't none of y'all gonna freaking lecture at Hartford with a hoodie on. You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers don't got the intellect to actually do that shit. That's like a backward ass slap and shit, yo. It's like yo, he's like, my pen game works here, and my pen works even better when I'm writing some shit in Oxford. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Synonym, nobody similar. Not the same. I rap about life. They rap about chains. Yeah, we all get dough and we all drive mercs. All do festivals. All get work. We don't all lecture at Oxford with a hoodie on, cause I got no response for that nonsense. Don't all do education and war.
I got no response for that nonsense, yo.
Zones, man, I shook to go pick 'em. Despite all the big talk, they were not walking off of the places I step in. Catch me in anyone's road on my own. Kids act like they seen a ghost. I'm like little. Don't all do education in war zones. Man, I shook to go pick 'em. Despite all the big talk, they were not walking. All do festivals, all get work. We don't all lecture at Oxford with a hoodie on, cause I got no response for their nonsense. Don't all do education in war zones. Man, I shook to go.
Said, yo, they don't do shootouts in the war. They don't do education in the war zone. I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Yeah, we all get dough and we all drive mercs. All do festivals, all get work. We don't all lecture at Oxford with a hoodie on, cause I got no response for their nonsense. Don't all do education in war zones. Man, I shook to go pick 'em. Despite all the.
Do education in war zone. Man, I shoot and go pick 'em. Man, I shoot them and go pick 'em. Maybe he said like, yo, we don't do education in war zone. Man, shoot and go pick 'em. I mean, like, I guess that's I'm not getting that clear. Let me keep it going though.
Talk, they were not walking off of the places I step in. Catch me in anyone's road on my own. Kids act like they seen a ghost. I'm like little bro. I'm 32 years old. You think I care about a postcode? I'm not invisible. I can get removed from the physical, but if I get murked, probably be political. Cause the things that come.
He said, yo, but it's like on some real shit. But if I get murked, it's probably be political. He's like on some real shit. The way I move and whatnot, I go through all the hoods and whatnot. I don't really worry about my life like that. But like if I do get murked and whatnot, it probably be on some freaking political shit, because I guess he talks a lot of political shit that's not, like I said before, that's not mainstream and shit, and that certain people shouldn't be talking. You know what I mean? If you in a level of power and whatnot, and that you have a lot of ears on you, certain shit that you shouldn't be saying. And so he's just basically saying, like, if I ever get shot and whatnot, that shit probably be because of some political shit I said. You know what I mean?
One toured on my own, kids act like they seen a ghost. I'm like, little bro, I'm 32 years old. You think I care about a postcode? I'm not invisible. I can get removed from the physical, but if I get murked, probably be political. Cause the things that come out, toured on my own. Kids act like they seen a ghost. I'm like, little bro, I'm 32 years old. You think I care about a postcode? I'm not invincible. I can get removed from the physical.
He said, yo, I'm not invincible. I could be removed from my physical. That's another way of been saying aired out, you know what I mean? But he said it more clever. I could be removed from my physical. That's crazy. I like that bar right there. I like the way he said it, you know?
Off of the places I'm stepping, catch me in anyone toured on my own. Kids act like they seen a ghost. I'm like, little bro, I'm 32 years old. You think I care about a postcode? I'm not invincible. I can get removed from the physical, but if I get murked, probably be political. Cause the things that come out of my mouth is a madness. I am a rebellious bastard with no
things that come out my mouth. I'm a rebellion bastard. Yo, you don't listen to it. You know, he just fucking says what he wants and shit, man. You just don't say that. He gonna say that shit. You know what I mean?
I'm 32 years old, you think I care about a postcode? I'm not invincible, I can get removed from the physical, but if I get murked, probably be political. Cause the things that come out of my mouth is a madness. I am a rebellious bastard with no respect for authority. So I don't
no respect for authority. He's NWA, man.
that you follow me. It's true, this can all end horribly, but I still be the anomaly, an entrepreneur. I don't say it cause it's
said, yo, if this shit right here could end horribly, but on some real shit, man, why do I do that? You know?
Mouth is a madness. I am a rebellious bastard with no respect for authority. So I don't suggest that you follow me. It's true, this can all end horribly, but I still be the anomaly, an entrepreneur. I don't say it because it sounds cool.
He said, I don't say because it sounds. Damn, man, give me a second, guys.
I'm a rebellious bastard with no respect for authority. So I don't suggest that you follow me.
He said, yo, with no respect for authority. So I don't suggest that you follow me. Yo, I like that. I like that energy, yo.
It's true, this can all end horribly, but I still be the anomaly, an entrepreneur.
He said, man, I still be the anomaly and an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Basically, he said, saying, yo, he's trying to do things to uplift his freaking self and the people around him. You know what I mean?
I don't say it because it sounds cool. It's actually true. Ain't got a diamond chain.
He said, yo, I don't say shit because it's actually cool. I say it because it's true. I like that. All right, yo, bro. I know I'm pausing a lot. I'm going to let it ride for a while. You know what I mean? Let's go.
I admit it, but I do got an office with employees in it.
And I forgot to say that shit. This is going to be a long-ass fucking video, bro. So just put your freaking seatbelt and just freaking relax with the ride. It's going to be a long one.
It's true, this can all end horribly, but I still be the anomaly, an entrepreneur. I don't say it because it sounds cool. It's actually true. Ain't got a diamond chain, I admit it, but I do got an office with employees in it. Do take young.
Hold up, man. Rewind that.
True, this can all end horribly, but I still be the anomaly, an entrepreneur. I don't say it because it sounds cool. It's actually true. Ain't got a diamond chain, I admit it, but I do got an office with employees.
He said, I ain't got a diamond chain, but I do have an office with employees in it. You know what I mean? So he just saying, like, on some real shit, man. I don't have a fucking diamond chain around my fucking neck and shit, but I got an office with fucking employees in it and shit. You know what I mean? So I got a team. I mean, like, I got that's boss right there. You know what I mean?
In it. Do take youngsters all around the globe, get them paid for the brain and the lyrics while media.
He said, yo, do take youngsters around the world, get them paid for their brain and their lyrics, yo. Come on, man. This dude, I like what he talking about, man.
I don't say it because it sounds cool. It's actually true. Ain't got a diamond chain, I admit it, but I do got an office with employees in it. Do take youngsters all around the globe, get them paid for the brain and the lyrics while media wanna
get them paid pay for their brains and their livers.
Still paying us like we are just nothing but crooks. Along comes one so cool, it can make it cool to rap about books. And you can think that's neat.
He's like, man, and I like that, man. He wants to make it cool to rap about books. What's wrong with that, yo? I mean, like, elevate your mind and whatnot, and show that we have different facets of ourselves and whatnot. Because a lot of times, the funny thing about it is, you know, I mean, a lot of times, people sit back and whatnot, and they say things like, yo, I wonder why freaking black people always gotta be, or minorities always have to be these parts in these movies and whatnot, you know what I mean? And the funny thing about it is and whatnot, like, when y'all motherfucking actors go to freaking play to act, you know what I mean? To auditions and whatnot, those are the fucking roles you gotta fucking go for. Not only that, you know what I mean? It's like, if you don't want that shit to be, I always say it like this, you know what I mean? If you don't want that to something to be, then don't fill the spot, you know what I mean? And if you don't want, if the system's not working for you, then try your best to create your own system, you know what I mean? So you could do everything that you want to fucking do, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely feel what he's talking about like, yo, there's nothing wrong about freaking kids rapping about books, man. Youth rapping, there's nothing wrong with rappers rapping about education, period, you know what I mean? That's what we need more of, actually.
And stupid, but all that showed for the brain and the lyrics, while media wanna still paint us like we are just nothing but crooks. Along comes one.
He said, look at that, like the media just wanna pin us like we ain't nothing but crooks. That's what I just fucking said, yo. You know what I mean? Don't give them a chance to label you and shit. If you know that's what they're going, they just certain people just see minorities as freaking one-dimensional and whatnot. We minorities are way more than one-dimensional. So we got to show everybody that we are more than that. You know what I mean? We got to show them all the different aspects of being minorities. You know? Let's go.
Cool, it can make it cool to rap about books, and you can think that's sneaky and stupid, but all that show that you're clueless, because the global
see that's a fact, man. You could see he's saying, man, I'm just gonna let that shit ride, man. I'm doing too much pausing. Go ahead.
Still paint us like we are just nothing but crooks. Along comes one so cool, it can make it cool to rap about books, and you can think that's sneaky and stupid, but all that show that you're clueless, because the global revenue for books every year is like 10 times more than music. Now I've sold how many?
Look at that, man. The revenues for books is 10 times more than music and whatnot. So what he do, and the reason why, when you read and shit, it takes you somewhere else. You know what I mean? It takes you to another fucking level than to listening to music or watching TV, because you're actually using your imagination and whatnot. It takes you somewhere else. Really, anyway, yeah. So let's go.
And self-publish, how does that look? For those that only respect checks, swear the accountant ain't cooking the books, son. And I don't even think that capitalism.
He said, yo, for those that only freaking respect checks, I bet you're freaking, what the hell?
Cool. It's actually true. Ain't got a diamond chain, I admit it, but I do got an office with employees in it. Do take youngsters all around the globe, get them paid for the brain and the lyrics, while media wanna still paint us like we are just nothing but crooks. Along comes one so cool, it can make it cool to rap about books, and you can think that's sneaky and stupid, but all that show that you're clueless, because the global revenue for books every year is like 10 times more than music. Now I've sold how many books and self-publish, how does that look? For those that only respect checks, swear the accountant ain't cooking the books.
He says, swear the accountants ain't cooking your books, man. Like, making them numbers look a little bit bigger and shit, and freaking stealing your freaking money on the inside. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Son, and I don't even think that capitalism should decide how you rate a rap on a rhythm. That is the age we're living in, isn't it? It's all about materialism, more important than any paper debt. Do you check for the youth them? Let's see. Any one of them little tugs right there. He could have been me. He could have been me. He could have been me. 15, I was in chimes and trends, Coliseum way back then, surrounded by big men and the clap of.
Ooh, I like this beat too, man. And he's going ham on this beat too, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
You know what's being smoked ain't green, but everybody pretends. These time I kick wool for the hammers. Weed and the girls put a spanner in the matters. Fact of the matter is, lost my discipline. Late night veterans whip with a stick in it. He took a of a skeng. You know what's being smoked ain't green, but everybody pretends. These time I kick ball for the hammers. Weed and the girls put a spanner in the matters. Fact of the matter is, lost my discipline. Late night brethren's whip with a stick in it. He took it from.
Said lost my discipline. Late night, man, brought stick.
Chimes and trends, Colosseum way back then. Surrounded by big men and the clap of a skeng. You know what's being smoked ain't green, but everybody pretends. These time I kick ball for the hammers. Weed and the girls put a spanner in the matters. Fact of the matter is, lost my discipline. Late night brethren's whip with a stick in it. He took it from under his dad's mattress. I never grew up with dad. Who's better off? Complicated, I'm under compensation.
Damn, man, there's a lot of shit to compact. I'm just like freaking speechless with this shit right here.
Hammers, weed and the girls put a spanner in the matters. Fact of the matter is, lost my discipline. Late night brethren's whip with a stick in it. He took it from under his dad's mattress. I never grew up with dad. Who's better off? Complicated, I'm undercompensating. Everybody talks girls put a spanner in the matters. Fact of the matter is, lost my discipline. Late night brethren's whip with a stick in it. He took it from under his dad's mattress. I never grew up.
He took it from my dad's mattress. I never.
Dad, who's better off? Complicated, I'm undercompensating. Everybody talks road. I
said I never had a dad, so I'm overcompensating and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Fake it, my oldest was organized crime. They lick banks.
My oldest was organized crime.
Gas when you say you bag grams. Bad man, what's that? Madman, stop that. They manufacture gas, we just pop that. They import, export, we just shot that. Hustle ain't saying I knock that. I'm just saying we should see it's deliberate. And by now we should all be sick of it. I'm working on ways to get rid of it. Mass incarceration ridiculous. So I go chill and I chat to the man them. Fire in the booth, part one, what I rap them. Playing the system and I will trap them. Action more than rap them.
He's recapping now, son. This is my dude is like, he's got to the point where he's spitting his past, and he's recapping what he had discussed in Fire in the Booth 1 now. Come on, son. Who does that, yo? I mean, like, who takes the time and effort to actually put that in the bar and whatnot, yo? That's dope right there, yo. Let's go. I appreciate that, yo, for real.
Be sick of it. I'm working on ways to get rid of it. Mass incarceration ridiculous. So I go chill and I chat to the man them. Fire.
He basically said what he was talking about before. He was like, yo, man, I'm working my way hard to get rid of that lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like he's saying like, yo, I lived that lifestyle before and whatnot. I broke out that shit, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day and whatnot, you know what I mean? I'm doing my best to actually shed the new motherfucking generation from this freaking awful way of seeing things. You know what I mean? Let me see that, man.
So I ain't saying I know that. I'm just saying we should see it's deliberate. And by now we should all be sick of it.
Or that he understands that I'm trying to get it, but he's trying to say that lifestyle exists. You know what I mean? And hold up, man. Damn. And that shit is done deliberately, you know what I mean?
I'm working on ways to get rid of it. Mass incarceration ridiculous. So I go.
Mass incarceration ridiculous.
Yo, and I chat to the man them. Fire in the booth, part one, what I rap them. Playing the system and I will trap them. Action more than.
Yeah, and he's talking about fire in the booth.
All my fire in the booths, they have been studied as texts by countless PhDs round the globe.
He said, yo, all my freaking power. He said all my fire in the booths have been studied by freaking people and shit. You know what I mean?
My youth now have some respect, and they still bang on the block from Brixton to Brooklyn, Palestine to West Papua. But despite all the personal comfort, I still feel sick when I think of the massacres. The world is fucked. There's enough to go round. But we have.
He said, man, the world is fucked, man. There's a lot of shit to go around.
There goes preaching again. Akala, stick to the script, just stun. Tell him about your whip, brand new something and sit.
He said, yo, man, there he go again, and it's like, yo, it's not preaching if it's fact, is it? You know what I mean? If you're just stating the fact and whatnot, and you're not trying to guide anybody nowhere, and you're just stating it, you know what I mean? Preaching is more like trying to convince people. I think what he does is him telling it. You know what I mean? He's just expressing what it is. You know what I mean? He's not telling you, hey, you should do this or you should do that. He's just telling you how shit is. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I I don't think that's a terminology for preaching. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, like when he talks to his peoples and shit, they probably say, "Oh, you was preaching again on power and on fire in the booth or some shit like that." But I mean, like, it ain't that. You know what I mean? He just speaks the truth. That's why I appreciate. That's why I appreciate him. You know what I mean? Let's go.
How many girls wanna World Cups? Come on, let's be honest. I was not ugly before this shit, so you can imagine. But the brain power you to the strip, just stunned. Tell him about your whip, brand new something and sit. How many girls wanna World Cups? Come on.
He said, "Yo, just stunned. Talk about your whip, yo. How many girls you gonna?"
Let's be honest. I was not ugly before this shit.
He said, "I was not ugly before this shit."
So you can imagine, but the brain power you cannot fathom. I mean it truly from the bottom of my heart. No, please jump on the bandwagon. I've made it cool to be conscious again. Say thanks, cause I know that you got more sense.
Yo, man, he made it cool to be conscious, man. I like the fact that he said that shit, man, because I mean, that's dope, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
I know that you know yourself when you were sat down with your grind and the friends. That's our culture, respect for the elders. If it's not coke, let me call you a cokehead. No biggie. When I ran with.
He said, "Yo, if you a cokehead, if you snort coke, they call you a cokehead. No biggie." It was a fact. That's a fact.
Akala, so silly. I'm like my grand's name, so milly. 10 years first album, 10 years no daytime play. But in October we're selling out coke. Come along, learn about a show on the stage. No hype man, no cup in the mic. Musicians and visuals all mixed right. And like 40 songs squeezed into an hour and a half. His supporters actually right. Consistency matters, the rest is just package. Imagine these rappers is tragic.
Yo, I always say this shit, man. Consistency matters. You know what I mean? If you about something and whatnot, yo, and you love doing it cold-heartedly and whatnot, you're gonna do that shit consistently, you know what I mean? And consistently, you're gonna get better at what you freaking do, you know what I mean? That's what popped in my head when he said consistency matters and whatnot, because it's just a fucking fact, you know what I mean? That's how you develop who you are, you know what I mean? And when it comes down to goals that you want to freaking achieve and shit, you know what I mean? You just don't freaking do it once and twice and think you're a freaking master at it. You gotta work on your art form and get better with every day and whatnot, and not take shortcuts or breaks. Let's go, man.
Man, no cup in the mic, musicians and visuals all mixed right. And like 40 songs squeezed into an hour and a half. His supporters actually right. Consistency matters, the rest is just package. Imagine these rappers is tragic.
He said, "Yo, the rest is just package. Imagine these rappers." You know what I mean?
Sitting at home, after to watch me. They're like, I swear it's black magic. Yeah, black magic.
You see what I'm saying, yo? And he's exactly what I just said. He's saying that shit lyrically and whatnot. So let's listen.
Songs squeezed into an hour and a half. His supporters actually right. Consistency matters, the rest is just package. Imagine these rappers is tragic. Sitting at home, after to watch me. They're like, I swear it's black magic. Yeah, black magic. Real tradition of the rappers. I study my craft. You man, them are slackers.
See that? He said like, yo, man, these motherfuckers sitting on their couch and shit. Like, yo, how does he do it? That must be black magic. And I told you about the whole freaking consistency shit. You know what I mean? That's basically what that nigga, that motherfucker was just saying, man. Consistency? Fuck that, bro. That shit ain't got nothing to do with freaking consistency. I've been freaking studying and freaking working hard to make that shit go, son. That's what it is, yo. Black magic, my motherfucking ass.
I want the presence of greatness. Do you only... And these rappers is tragic. Sitting at home, after to watch me. They're like, I swear it's black magic. Yeah, black magic. Real tradition of the rappers. I study my craft. You man, them are slackers. Bow in the presence of greatness. Do you only train to rate fakeness? Love that I get is so overwhelming. I don't even see no haters. Yeah, two man I got.
Yeah, love that I got is so he's just getting an endless amount of love because he's speaking the truth. Let me tell you something. When you speak the truth, man, you getting love from all directions. You know what I mean? People respect you like a motherfucker. And when you move in a way of with ethics and morals and whatnot, people respect that. You know what I mean? It's just a fact. You know what I mean?
More status. Which one has more respect? That's what I thought. Akala's the one that they still can't get. Great fake this love that I get is so overwhelming, I don't even see no haters. Yeah, few men have got more status. Which one has more respect? That's what I thought.
He said few men have more status, but who gets more respect? You know what I mean?
Akala's the one that they still can't get. Cause I'm like Dennis Brown, Mr. DMX. I'm like Shabba, I'm Brocky and Tech. Running down old school strap, I got more status. Which one has more respect? That's what I thought. Akala's the one that they still can't get. Cause I'm like Dennis Brown, Mr. DMX. I'm like Shabba, I'm Brocky and Tech. Running down old school Stratford Rex. I feel sorry for whoever comes next. That's like running off the Usain Bolt. That's like singing after John Holt. That's like trying to floss on the Pope. He's so beyond money, he tries to act broke. I'm like every book's written at once. So I got the youth's head fucked like skunk. Little bit of reggae mixed with a bit of punk. And the discipline never boo this monk. Like how it feels when you come, she comes at the same time. Now you're one. Oof, you will swear there's a God when you're done. Even if you know you don't believe in one. Son, all of my children have left the building. Charlie can't have them back cause I've killed them. If I don't feel it.
All of my children left the building. Charlie can't help him. I done killed him. You get cocky with that shit. Hold on, you run that shit, man.
Feels when you come, she comes at the same time. Now you're one. Oof, you will swear there's a God when you're done. Even if you know you don't believe in one. Son, all of my children have left the building. Charlie can't have them back cause I've killed them. If I don't feel it.
Charlie can't have them back cause I killed them. All of my children left the building. Charlie can't have them back cause I killed them. Bars! Let's go, son. I like that energy, son.
Feels when you come, she comes at the same time. Now you're one. Oof, you will swear there's a God when you're done. Even if you know you don't believe in one. Son, all of my children have left the building. Charlie can't have them back cause I've killed them. If I don't feel them, they ain't real, them fate is sealed then. Just don't deliberate over the ill estate soldier, the middleweight roller. Didn't we take over? Didn't we take over? The middleweight roller, the ill estate soldier, deliberate over. Lines that I rhyme with a force. So hard it separate your mind from your thoughts. Know that I am inclined to divorce. You little big mouth from the height of your horse. See, it's a sign of the times that we walk. Those that talk sense get our line in chalk. Those that talk shit get a line of support. Right round the block for the minds that they bought. For the dominant philosophy, the legal armed robbery, the
Yo, hold up, yo. I thought I was the only one doing that shit, yo. I'm like, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I had to stop for a minute. I was like, yo, I can't freaking analyze shit no more and shit, you know. I need a break from freaking dissecting this shit because this nigga going ham, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, son. He was talking about freaking DMX and he went from DMX to fucking a mix of freaking reggae and freaking, I'm like, yo, and he's like, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take some time to chill out and whatnot and hear this shit out and whatnot. And after that, they showed Charlie and Charlie doing the same exact thing I'm doing. I'm like, yo, alright, yo, check Charlie out, yo.
Little big mouth from the height of your horse. See, it's a sign of the times that we walk. Those that talk sense get our line in chalk. Those that talk shit get a line of support. Right round the block for the minds that they bought. For the dominant philosophy, the legal armed robbery, the global monopoly that's fucking up the only planet. See, it's a sign of the times that we walk. Those that talk sense get our line in chalk. Those that talk shit get a line of support. Right round the block for the your mind from your thoughts. Know that I am inclined to divorce. You little big mouth from the height of your horse. See, it's a sign of the times that we walk. Those that talk sense get our line in chalk.
You said those who talk sense get outlined in chalk.
Talk shit, get a line of support. Right.
And those who talk shit get a line of support. You know what I mean? That's what caught me. I said, yo, I was like, hold up. And I'm nodding like that. And after that, all of a sudden, Charlie nodding like that to the same shit. I'm like, ooh, we vibing on the same tip here, yo. This dude is going here. He just saying like on some real shit, yo. When motherfuckers talk the truth and shit, most likely they gonna get killed. You know what I mean? When motherfuckers talk some dumb shit that make your ass confused and shit, get your ass off the freaking road that you're supposed to be rocking and shit, yo. Those are the niggas that they cheer along. You know what I mean? Because it's off the message that you need to be fucking hearing. You know what I mean? When you rocking with the message that the shit that you supposed to be hearing, the important shit, you know what I mean? That's when you get outlined in short. You know what I mean? Use your mental, be smart. You know what I mean? Don't take the okie dokie route. You know what I mean? Use your mind and keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I like that, son. This dude is on point, yo. I feel it. I rocks with it, man. Let's go, man.
Found the block for the minds that they bought for the dominant philosophy, the legal armed robbery, the global monopoly that's fucking up the only planet that we got.
The global monopoly that's fucking the only planet up that we got, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
I have my way, I'll tell the truth, I let them rock. But unfortunately, it's not. Fuck off. This is so easy, I love this shit, but I'm almost bored. I could write one of these every month, but to give them a chance, I've only wrote 4 core. Man, they're not training. They're not ready for the levels of Shaolin. That's almost an hour of bars, my dog. None of which is on my albums. And I got 6. And I write books and plays and scripts. Still find time to go teach in the bits. Who told you that he's not the shit? Well, a bloody liar he is. Oh, what is? This little idiot try chat to me and I can't feel it. Boy, try smile me, your eye them tall. Too damn big for your belly. Not on your nelly, not on your life. Could you find one to touch him on the mic? Yeah, right. Imagine a famous rapper from the States barring for 10 minutes straight with the bloody cheek to do it double.
You said barring for 10 minutes straight, man. Damn, so let's go. Yeah, 8 minutes now, but let's go.
Every time, how much piss does he take? Knows that he's great, knows that you're fake, knows that he won't have a bar from your mate, knows that you're late. Look at it, anticipate every word that I say when I speak, cause it's the knowledge of Timbuktu mixed with the slang of a London Jew.
The knowledge of Timbuktu mixed with the courage of a
Knows that you're late. Look at it, anticipate every word that I say when I speak, cause it's the knowledge of Timbuktu mixed with the slang of a London Jew. And it
mixed with a slang of a London Jew. I don't know what a London Jew sound like. You know what I mean? I'm in the States. Maybe that's supposed to be a tough look. You know what I mean? But like that shit sound gangster to me. Let's go.
The heart and the soul of the blues, my youth. Now how can I not go true? Half of a cracker plus half of a coon, half of a chop plus half of a maroon. If I'm feeling anything that's close to half hearted, you're half more than half doomed. Half of my tune contains more content than every single thing you'd ever do. Gassing is easy, but only a few could spit content and still slew.
He said gassing is easy because not enough could drop off content. What the?
You know it's this true. One of them is not you. You what? You wanna have a Barney with the magic mouth, the machine gun armies, with the only one that is channeling Marley. Could spit content and still slew. I'm sure you know it's this true. One of them is not you. You what? You wanna have a Barney with the magic mouth, the machine gun armies, with the only one that is channeling Marley. You watch rappers while I'm studying Garvey. Left that. We can all see who's the mess that you came.
He said you watch rappers while I'm studying Garvey, you know what I mean? Damn, he's just saying like, yo, you ain't built like me, you know what I mean? Yo, where I'm going and my knowledge in the shit that I know that's going on in the world and whatnot compared to what you freaking study and whatnot. We on 2 different leagues and whatnot. You know what I mean? Slow down, buddy. You know what I mean?
Connect 4 came for a chess match. Not the same league, even the same sport. Literally hundreds of stamps in the passport. Not the same league, even the same sport.
Said literally hundreds of stamps. Hold up. Damn, man.
Rappers while I'm studying Garvey. Left that. We can all see who's the mess that you came for. Connect 4 came for a chess match. Not the same.
He said you came for Connect 4 came for a chess match. You came for Connect 4. I came for a chess match. Yo, let me tell you something, man. When I used to partake in the Mary J and whatnot, you know what I mean? I used to play chess with my boy all the time, you know what I mean? And that game right there is the fucking dopest ass game of strategy in the freaking world. If you know how to freaking play chess, you could conquer the world, man. That's just a fact, bro. Let's go.
Even the same sport, literally hundreds of stamps in the passport. Not the same league.
He said we not even in the same sport, man. I got 100 of stamps on my passport. He's worldwide, it's saying, man.
In the same sport, literally hundreds of stamps in the passport. And I ain't this black women to make my living, so who's more successful?
Bravo. I ain't got to diss black woman to get to what was
Marley, you watch rappers while I'm studying Garvey. Left that. We can all see who's the mess that you came for. Connect 4 came for a chess match. Not the same league, even the same sport. Literally hundreds of stamps in the passport. Not the same league, even the same sport. Literally hundreds of stamps in the passport. And I ain't this black women to make my living.
Yeah, man, I ain't this black women to make my living. Okay, bro. Talk that shit, bro.
So who's more successful than him? Yeah, I got love in my heart, but it's not all peace and love. No.
So we basically say, yo, on some real shit, man. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all be talking that egg shit about freaking your black queens and shit to get ahead of the shit, yo. And that shit is whack. You know what I mean? We need more positivity and shit. We need to respect our women for the beautiful women that they are and whatnot. You know what I mean? We don't need to put them down. We need to lift them up. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, who's going to lift them up if we not going to lift them up? You know what I mean? And if you're going to make a freaking living off your back queen, what type of person are you? You know what I mean? You're not a good look. You're not a good dude. You know what I mean? You're not a good person inside. You know what I mean? You hurt. Hurt people.
Are you kidding? Yes, there were things worth killing and dying for. Ends ain't one of them, though. What are you lying for?
He said, yo, yes, there are things to die for, but ends are not one. Stop lying to them. You know what I mean? This is a fact, man. Yo, there's a lot of freaking things to die for, man. Money ain't one of them shits, bro.
And I ain't this black women to make my living, so who's more successful than him? Yeah, I got love in my heart, but it's not all peace and love. No, are you kidding? Yes, there were things worth killing and dying for. Ends ain't one of them, though. What are you lying for? Now, if a man runs in your house, pumps your mum in the side of a mouth, who in the right mind wouldn't understand what you ended up?
See that? And he give you a situation where, yeah, that's worth it. You know what I mean?
Taking them out. Yes, love is not soft or sorry. Love is so tough it can make your mum catch your body. Love's the only thing worth killing.
Yo, whoa, man, he going in. Let me go there.
And dying for, that's what I've learned in my time on this earth. Think that I'm wrong, go to a lifeless wing. Look the man them in the eyes, done that many times, got one too many rhymes. The London in my lines, your mum catch your body. Love's the only thing worth killing. Runs in your house, pumps your mum in the side of a mouth. Who in the right mind wouldn't understand when you ended up taking them out? Yes, love is not soft or sorry. Love is so tough it can make your mum catch your body.
Love is so tough it will make your mom catch a body. You know what I mean? That's the number one thing. That's the one thing he said, yo, man. Love will make you catch a body, son. You know what I mean? Love is mad fucking tough, son. That's a fucking emotion that will make you fucking do crazy ass fucking shit. Yo, ends is not gonna make you catch no body, son. When you have love for your mom, or you love for your mom's love for you and whatnot, that'll make you go on some borderline nut shit if motherfuckers fuck with your loved ones, you know what I mean?
Love's the only thing worth killing and dying for. That's what I've learned in my time on this earth. Think that I'm wrong, go to a lifeless wing. Look the man them in the eyes, done that many times, got one too many rhymes. The London in my lines, a dungeon for these guys. Crushed them to define 100 at a time. Must have defined the cost, but what is rhyme? Clutching and I climb up the level line, was always at the top, but now they recognize. Trust you recline when I go double time. The flow is so ridiculous, I didn't prophesy. Guys are ill-advised to dive into a fight with I, the wicked eye, you will never get a blind. That way caller, that way caller, that way caller.
Damn, son. and that's straight 9 minutes, and that's nine. What was it? How?
Trust you recline when I go double time. The flow is so ridiculous, I didn't prophesy. Guys are ill-advised to dive into a fight with I, the wicked eye, you will never get a blind. That way caller.
Yeah, it's like freaking 9 minutes and freaking 46 seconds. No fucking breaks, bro. That's fucking dope.
That way caller, that way caller, that way caller. Hit that boy a caller. That way caller. Hit that way caller. That way caller.
Charlie going nuts, man.
Man, that's the caller in the building. Oh my God! I ain't fam, I wanted to wheel up like 30 times. You are disgusting, fam. You should be locked up, fam. You should be locked away. Crimes against the pen, man.
That dude said you are nice, fam. You should be locked up. You should be locked up.
We try. We ain't even done yet, but yeah, we try. You are an animal. We try, bro. Every time you come, you blow me away, fam. You used to pass yourself every time. You know what? Sometimes people come back and the Friday booth wasn't as good as the first. You gotta keep raising the levels. Every Friday booth you've done has been better, bro. No, thank you. We're trying. I don't even know where to put that. Like, where do you put something like that? Like, you got scales, you got levels. Fam, that's somewhere else. You got consistency, bro. It's over there. We got to respect the
It's
craft.
not even in the atmosphere, man.
It's a different league. We're trying it. Evidence is evidence. I think there's only been a few platforms that's put us all in the same space as MCs and allowed us to be judged.
Wow.
On our craft and not hype and marketing and what the record label's spending and all that. That's all good. There's nothing wrong with all of that. But it comes down to this, innit? Lyrics, flows, rhymes.
That was disgusting, bro.
We try. You know what? I brought something though.
What?
Because I thought, you know what? Even though I knew usually I would end it there, but I thought it's 10-year anniversary, 10 years since the first album. We got all this
Let me find out he about to go in again, man.
activity going on. How can we do something on this platform of all platforms to take it to a new space? So I brought you a present, bro. You might have heard me mention it a few times in the rap.
Yep.
I wrote a graphic novel / illustrated poem collaboration with an artist called Tokyo Ayama and Troy Edwards.
That's for me, yeah?
That's for you, brother.
Did you sign it for me?
You know what? I didn't, but I will do when we come off air.
I love that.
I brought a copy for you. Because I just wanted to give you a copy.
Love that, bro.
It's been very good. But also because this next piece I want to share is from that story. So I've written a story. It's a long-form rap that we've then illustrated and turned into a graphic novel about the rise and fall of human empires. And this particular piece is from a space in the story where the main character, we call the Knowledge Seeker, is being born and reborn in sites of conflict all throughout history. So I thought, let's give them something a bit conceptual, a bit different and out of the box as well. I'm working with a composer at the moment to turn that into, for want of a better word, a spoken word opera. Shout out to Paul Gladstone Reed. So this is a piece that I wanted to share on this platform of all platforms, just to get us thinking about.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You're gonna give us a little something, you know what I mean? And like, yo, if you guys, I should have said that before, but I didn't know he was gonna do that much talking. But like, if you guys, if this is longer than it is, you could just fast forward into when he starts to rhyme and whatnot. You know what I mean?
What the art of rhyming means and what it could be. So,
You ready for it?
I'm ready, bro.
You're an animal.
Paused it the wrong time. But
Let's do it. And it seems I was there. Where? Everywhere. Every battle ever fought. Every stab. Every shot. Through the ages of humans, this killing machine. I could feel everything though. It wasn't a dream. I was every soldier that I'd ever fought, with a shield and a sword, all the blood ever drawn. From a dagger or a bayonet, an axe that will slay your neck, or automatic gas that clap, only spraying death. I was in a tank that exploded in Iraq, in a drive-by gang war spraying out cars. I was in Nam, dropping napalm, but it burned my skin. I was also Vietnam. I was an Italian massacring Ethiopians, but the bullets only pierced my flesh because I was both of them. I could burn my skin. I was also Vietnam. I was an Italian massacring Ethiopians, but the bullets only pierced my flesh because I was both of them. I could feel every single wound of the flesh, but also the pleasure of causing the death. I was a soldier of the caliphate on a crusade.
I could feel all the pain in the flesh. And after that, he says, yo, but at the same time, man, I could feel taking, what he said, he could also, so he feels it from both sides and whatnot. The story that he's talking about.
Hey, the killer, he's in Christ in exactly the same way. I was every woman ever killed in a witch hunt.
I was every woman that ever been killed in a witch hunt and whatnot, yo.
Every little girl forced to grow with a split soul. Cause men like to snip clits or zip bits closed. So the rape feels nice before they take my life. I was fighting for liberation, a woman and a general, bringing death to cowards that sold my genitals. One moment, I killed to be free. The next, I was a money that killed for my...
He said, one moment I killed to be free.
A woman and a general, bringing death to cowards that sold my genitals. One moment, I killed to be free. The next, I was a money that killed for my greed.
He said, yo, one moment I killed to be free. The next moment, I killed for my greed and whatnot. Yo, it's just bugged, man.
Of Moses the third, Alexander the Fake, Caesar, Napoleon, Francis Drake. Arms of the state, with armies that are great. But I was also the resistance that's hardly ever praised. I was every indigenous person of America that died trying to protect their homes from a predator. Then
Yo, he said, I was every indigenous person in America. Wow. And I'm rewinding too far.
But I was also the resistance that's hardly ever praised.
I was also the resistance that's what he's saying, like, yo, whenever you hear the word resistance and whatnot, it's always like freaking a motherfucker that's against the system. And whenever you're against the system, it's always like you're the wrong one and whatnot. Even though the position that you take might be the right position to be taken, if that makes any sense.
Arms of the state, with armies that are great, but I was also the resistance that's hardly.
He just basically said I was an army of the state with armies that were great, but I was also the resistance, so he could see it on both sides and shit. That's deep.
Ever praised. I was every indigenous person of America that died trying to protect their homes from a predator.
I was every indigenous that died trying to protect their home to a predator. You know what I mean? Yo, that's crazy, man. I gotta freaking.
So the resistance that's hardly ever praised. I was every indigenous person of America that died trying to protect their homes from a predator. Then a robe-clad Roman senator, and every noble that showed you the ways of the treacherous. I was in the Belgian Congo hacking off limbs. In Rwanda, a cancer doing the same thing. I was a Japanese general occupying the Philippines. A Filipino child too young to know what it means. I was at Sharpeville, I was just 2. My mother, with a bullet in her head, and I knew. Barely out of a womb, I played with a wound. I knew life was a cycle, she'll be back soon. I was a soldier of Ashanti, resisting the British. But at the same time, still selling humans to the Dutch. If you're honest with yourself and you look back through human history, you'd see that we're totally fucked.
Yo, you look back at human history, you'll see that we're totally fucked, man. Shit. We came from blood and we're living in blood, you know what I mean?
But at the same time, still selling humans to the Dutch. If you're honest with yourself and you look back through human history, you'd see that we're totally fucked. Cause I was that little girl in that church in Alabama. Then the Grand Wizard, then Margaret Sanger. Then I was Paul Warfield, Tibbets, Jr. Feeling just fine in a B29. I did my job. 100,000 dead. I went home to relax. Then I was every child ever born with the 4 limbs. Cause there were just pawns on the board to inform kings. I saw sharks following ships, intrigued by the trail that comes overboard. I saw sharks following the ship I was on. I knew then that it couldn't be long. We had tried to get free, but as if that was wrong. We were thrown overboard from the deck of the zone. So many bodies that the sharks couldn't finish the flesh. It took the waves to administer death. But as if that was wrong. We were thrown overboard from the deck of the zone. So many bodies that the sharks couldn't finish the flesh. It took the waves to administer.
He said, yo, man, we fell off the boat. So many people fell off and whatnot. It took a minute for the sharks to... Wow. That's crazy.
Yes. And I joined the rest at the bottom of the sea. The uncounted millions that dream to be free. The next minute I was back on a ship. This time as a soldier of the French. Right off the coast of Haiti, we made a gas chamber for African rebels. I couldn't deal with the stench. Then my head was chopped off by one of Destiny's henchmen. He gave the order for killing all Frenchmen. Then I could see his pyramids. Can you see? Designed by man's mind but built by his greed. The strangest pyramids I ever did see was not built by stones, but the bones
Fucking deep as fucking shit, bro.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I need everyone in the studio to make some noise for Akala. You are something else, fam. I mean,
Yo, I think it's done, right? Let me see. Let me see if it's done. Yeah, it's done. Yeah. Yo, what can I say, man? I was trying my best not to pause the literal jump off at the end and whatnot, but that shit was deep, yo. That shit, everything I expect from this dude and whatnot, with fire in the with fire in the booth and whatnot. Every time I check in for his fire in the booth and whatnot, it is an experience. You know what I mean? It's fucking definitely an experience and shit. Before tonight, I was supposed to do this video actually yesterday. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit. it's I think it was like I said it was 8:40, right? I said I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do an hour with this video and shit. So I gotta actually do this one video one night, you know what I mean? And I basically set tonight apart to do this video because I knew it was going to be a long one, you know what I mean? But definitely he covered everything that he discussed in Fire in the Booth 1, 2, and 3, you know what I mean? If not more, you know what I mean? Because he jumps into a lot of freaking things that he's doing with the children and whatnot. He takes kids around and whatnot and teach them about how to make money off of music and knowledge and whatnot. You know what I mean? In a pen game. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you got to invest into the freaking youth and whatnot if you want shit to happen like you want. You know what I mean? If you want the generation, you got to invest in them. You know what I mean? And that's basically what he's talking about. I feel that energy. You know what I mean? He also talks to the motherfuckers that's talking about killing all the time. That's not a good look. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Maybe we should think about freaking better ways to build up the freaking community. And another thing he touched upon, he was like, yo, since the Fire in the Booth 1 and all the way up to Fire in the Booth 4 and shit, I've been talking about like all these freaking changes that need to come about and whatnot. And the sad thing about it and whatnot, nothing is moving. The pen is moving slowly and shit. You know what I mean? But a lot of motherfuckers are feeling the energy, so they're changing and whatnot. And also he says like I rap. When I'm rapping and whatnot, that's not my nice guy persona. You know what I mean? When you see me in real life, if you have the opportunity to see me in real life, I'm very nice. But like when I'm rapping and whatnot, I'm just doing my fucking thing. I'm a beast at rapping and whatnot. You know what I mean? But I'm also an intellect, so I got different facets of me and whatnot. But yo, at the end of the day, this was a dope ass banging track. Fire in the Booth, you know what I mean? It was impact. That even that poem at the end told you where his mindset is at and how he wants to push forward and whatnot. How he could actually put his mind into somebody. And I think that's a good thing about him. You know what I mean? He has the ability to put himself in different situations and whatnot, and see how it feels like to be the killer, and at the same time feels like to be killed. You know what I mean? And we have to be able to put ourselves in other people's mindset and whatnot to see how they see things. You know what I mean? So we can make a better decision on how we treat others. You know what I mean? Because if I'm looking at you and I say fuck you, and you don't understand why I'm saying fuck you to you, then that's an issue. You know what I mean? Because if I'm talking to somebody and he's at freaking 10 and I'm at 1 and I'm egging him on, I'm the asshole for that. You know what I mean? I should be able to understand that, oh, this guy is in a place right now, and try to understand what place he's in for me to either diffuse the situation or take advantage of the situation. You know what I mean? But anyways, Dope ass track. I felt it 150%. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. I don't even know how long the time span has been while I've been freaking recording right now. But I know it's been a fucking long ass time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, put that junk all the way in the comment section all day long. Tell me about it. You know what I mean? You see, this is my oh yeah, if you want to freaking request any tracks and whatnot, you already know what to do. Put it down in the comment section all day long, or any type of videos. You know I got you too. Put it down in the comment section all day long and tell me about it, and freaking request it and all that beautiful stuff. You see this is my motherfucking thumb and whatnot. I need y'all to take y'all motherfucking thumb and put it all the way up to the motherfucking sky. Throw me some love and support in that way. You know what I mean? And last and not least and whatnot, show me some love and support by subscribing to the channel right down there. Another way you guys should show me some love and support is by subscribing to the channel right down there. All day long, all day long, all day to the long and whatnot. And that's about it. I'm going to check you guys out next time on the next video. Peace out. One love, man. Be safe and take care of your family. You know what I mean? One love, yo.